Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year to you, and welcome back to my channel. How was your Christmas? My one was quite nice, actually. I can't say it was a restful time, but I had 2 weeks off from work, and that was really nice. It's just that it was a different kind of work when you're at home with your children, isn't it? But they've gone back to school, and yeah, so I thought, you know what? Let me do some content today. But guys, I hope you're all okay. I wanted to come to you today to talk about a post that I saw yesterday initially on Instagram. And some of you may be aware of her. Her name is Jesy Nelson. Jesy Nelson is the former Little Mix singer. And so it's for those that might be abroad, never heard of them. They were a girl band, and very successful girl band. And last year, Jesy had twins and baby girls. And Jesy, at the time of her pregnancy, I think it was towards the end, had shared that there were some complications. But from what I'm sure a few of us have seen, we thought that everything appeared okay. And then she shared yesterday that some devastating news about the children. They've been diagnosed with something called SMA type 1, which I'll get into. And guys, you know, this platform, my channel, I want it to be a platform where I raise awareness about disability, medical conditions, and mental health. You know, I think these are really key areas, you know. So I've got some notes here. I don't want to really get anything wrong. Of course, if you're on Instagram, or she's also on Facebook. Oh, sorry. Sorry, YouTube. She's also on YouTube. So, you know, if you want to subscribe, send her some love, because she's going through it, guys. And it's important. A lot of you that have had diagnosis of children or of yourselves, you know how isolating it can be. So she mentioned that initially her mum had noticed that the children's legs weren't moving as much. And because these were premature babies, Jesy and her partner were advised, don't compare your babies with others, because, you know, their development will be a little bit more delayed than others because they were born very early. So Jesy didn't pay too much attention to what her mum was saying. She just thought, okay, you know, with time they'll catch up. And then she noticed that the baby's feeding it's like they were struggling to feed. And so she took them to the GP, and GP was like, oh, they're fine, you know, just feed them little but often. And things just got from bad to worse. I assume they sought specialist advice. It's the most severe muscular disease a baby could have. And so what it stands for is spinal muscular atrophy. And they say it's an incurable disease that kills the muscle. So once a muscle has died, experts say that can't be brought back. So she had mentioned that the baby's arms, their legs, their feeding, everything can be impacted. Anywhere where there's muscle, which is everywhere, it can be impacted. But what she was saying is that if it can be detected early, then it's a better chance for the baby, because actually it has an impact on survival, as you can imagine. So she says, you know, like the heel prick test that babies have, which we do have in this country, but from what she's sharing, it doesn't seem like they test for SMA, and which I feel like that has to change. The earlier it's detected, the better chances for that child. You know, what she has sadly been told, that's for another video, but what she's sadly been told is that her children are unlikely to ever walk, And yeah, it's so sad. It is so sad. So her girls have now had treatment, and this was before a full confirmed diagnosis, but they could see it. She said if they didn't have treatment, then they would have died. So sad, guys. But one thing I have to say is that she's such a warrior. She is such a warrior. And I know sometimes as carers we don't like that term, do we? She's mum, isn't she? She's mum, just like us. Like if people say, "Oh, you're so strong," it's not something we really like to hear. But the reason why I'm saying this is that she probably would have just known this in the last couple of months. And to bring herself onto social media and take the strength to share this personal journey with others. And what she was saying is that she wants other parents to be aware so that early intervention basically is key, and that the children, their babies, can get the right treatment in time before it's too late. And so I just want to share with you the early signs that she recognized in her babies. So she mentioned number one is floppiness, that the babies won't be able to hold themselves up without some sort of support. Number two, she mentioned that the baby's legs will be like in a frog-like position with hardly any movement. And number three, she mentioned that they have bell-shaped bellies. And the last one is that there would be rapid breathing that you would see, like with the belly going up and down very quickly. So, because of her platform, she's got millions of followers. You just don't know. It could reach one parent that might have had question marks or, not sure what's going on here, but have been advised by professionals that everything's okay. Parents, let me tell you, I love our medical professionals out there. I feel like they're doing an amazing job. This is no criticism to anyone out there, but we have to go with our gut feeling. We have to go with our gut feeling. We know when something's not right, and sometimes we have to be a pest, because we'll look at this situation, but thank God her children have had that treatment now. The other thing is, I want to mention is sometimes experts aren't gods, basically. And there's been so many times I've heard from parents that they said my child wouldn't walk. They said my child wouldn't talk. Whoa. Sorry, guys. Guys, sorry about that. Seems like the devil don't want me to do this video. Basically, I've had to charge my phone. And so, yeah, it's connected to an extension lead, and then that extension lead toppled over, and so did my tripod and my phone. So before that, I was attacked by fruit flies. Anyway, I won't bore you with the rest. Where was I? Yeah, sometimes experts will say, they're doing it from their own research. But listen, guys, anyone out there, do not give up hope. Like, there's so many testimonies that I've heard where mothers have said or fathers have said, they said my child wouldn't talk. They said my child wouldn't walk. They said my child wouldn't do this. And you see the child doing it. So I know it might be too soon for her, and there's loads of things she's got to process. But one step at a time, one day at a time. The other thing, because really there's so much I could unpick from this. The other thing is, mentioned about grieving the life that she thought she would have with her children. But then I felt like she quickly moved on to say, well, like I'm grateful that they're here. And we do that a lot as SEN parents. Really sorry, this camera does not look straight, but please, you understand why. I feel like we do that a lot, don't we? Because really, guys, other than maybe a couple of families that might say they never grieved. I feel like that's a natural process. So she needs to go through it. She needs to go through this devastating news, and she will start to draw strength. Thankfully, she's got a really supportive network. And yeah, Jesy, I don't know if you ever see this video, but I wish you all the best, you and your little girls. We're praying for you, and yeah, everything, we just pray everything works out well for you. Guys, if you've managed to, look at me touching this thing, if you've managed to last this long, please like, please subscribe. If you want to, you can leave a comment. Okay, guys, it helps as well, you know. I do appreciate all of you that keep coming back. And yeah, so remember, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, but we're in this together. Take care. Bye.